Well, good morning. Here I am outside Flinders Street Station. Now here in Melbourne we have a very big charity event called Around the Bay in a Day. It's a bike ride right around Port Phillip Bay, jump on a ferry and then you ride back here into Melbourne. It's about a 220 kilometre round trip. There is a couple other versions you can do, a couple slightly longer, a bit shorter as well. But the 221 is the main one. Now I'm going to try that today myself, but not on a bike, on public transport. So I'll be catching a train here from Flinders Street over to Southern Cross Station, and then I'll catch a train down to Geelong, then a bus from Geelong to Queenscliff, then I'll catch the ferry from Queenscliff over to Sorrento. Then I've got to catch a bus again from Sorrento to Frankston, and then the train from Frankston back here to Flinders Street. I think all up it'll probably take 8 or 9 hours. I'll probably stop in Sorrento for some lunch, and anyway, you can come along with me and see if there's any sights along the way. The ferry ride should be pretty highlight of the trip anyway. Anyway, I got to catch a train down to Geelong at 7:50, so I've got to go into Flinders Street here, jump on the short little trip over to Southern Cross, and we'll start the journey. Okay, we'll see you there. So I've made it here to Southern Cross Station, and the reason I'm doing this video is because back in July I was over in Glasgow for the golf, for the Open Championship, and I stayed at a place called Coatbridge, which was about 11 miles, as they speak over there in miles, east of Glasgow city centre, and Troon, where the golf was about 30 miles southwest. So I had to catch public transport from Coatbridge out to Troon each morning, and then on the way back. So I got on YouTube and I had to look up, how to get around Glasgow and trains and all that sort of thing, just to get a bit of an idea when I get there. And I came across a website called Planes, Trains, Everything, run by a fella called Scott. Now I've never met him before, but I watched his video and I found it really informative, and it helped me out about getting around Glasgow. And I watched a few more of his videos, and look, I enjoyed what he did, enjoyed his content. So, which is the reason I'm actually doing this video, just sort of give me an idea, and away I went. So anyway, I've kicked off, and that's the reason I'm doing this video today. Now I've got about another 20 minutes before I catch a train down to Geelong, so I'm going to go and get a cuppa, get down to the platform, and I'll see you on the train. So there we go, we've made it down to Geelong Station. That train ride was comfy, and it was a lot easier than driving down to Geelong from Melbourne. It's can be stressful at times, heaps of traffic, but yeah, so we'll go and wait for the bus to get to Queenscliff now. I've just got to find where to get it from. So anyway, we'll search for the bus and we'll see you on there. So there we go, we've made it down to Queenscliff here, down on the harbour, down from Geelong on the bus. I think there was 57 bus stops on the way, so it was, but it was relaxing enough. It was, and when you got around Point Lonsdale there, you had some really nice views of the beach and that sort of thing. So anyway, we've made it this far, and now we're going to catch the ferry from here over to Sorrento and probably get some lunch over in Sorrento somewhere. But it's beautiful here with the sun out at the moment. Anyway, we've got about 20 minutes till the ferry leaves, so I better go and, I don't even know where it is at the moment, so I'll walk around till I find it, and yeah, we'll see you on the boat. Okay, see you then.
Morning.
Hi mate.
Hello, how are you guys? Good, thank you very well.
Oh, they've got a great little restaurant on board here as well, and you can get whatever you want, tea and coffee and snacks and sandwiches and a bit of hot food if you want. So here I am up on top of the ferry all by myself. Oh, there's someone else just coming up now. Now I'll be heading off in a few minutes and headed over to Sorrento. It's beautiful out here in the sun. There's the Hotel Sorrento. That's where I'll be having lunch. About half hour hopefully. And the pier is just over here. Well, here we are, we've made it to Sorrento. It was a nice little boat trip. Took it an hour to get across the bay there. And yeah, it was a bit cold up on the roof, believe me, with the breeze. But no, it was a beautiful day here over in Sorrento. And so now we're going to go and get some lunch. There's a pub over the road here. I was going to go to the one up on the hill, but the pub here looks pretty empty. So I'm going to go in there and get a meal and maybe a beer before I got to jump onto the bus to catch back to lovely old Frankston. Anyway, I'll see you in the pub. So I'm sitting here by the beach here, about got to catch the bus back in a couple of minutes, up to Frankston. So another leg on our trip around the bay. But I just had lunch here at, it's called the Cunha Hotel. I asked the girl in there how to pronounce it properly, didn't want to get it wrong. So it's a Cunha Hotel. I had bangers and mash in there, a couple of beers, and the bangers and mash was absolutely fantastic. So shout out to them, and the staff was $1 million as well. Really great meal. Anyway, I'm going to walk up to the bus stop. I've got about 10 minutes before it goes, and catch the bus up to Frankston on the next leg of the trip. So I'll see you there. Made it back here to Frankston Station, and the bus trip was really nice actually. Followed the water for a a long way along the Mornington Peninsula there. Anyway, it was a great trip. I've got one leg to go. I've been on the go for about 8 hours now, maybe a bit longer. Probably got an hour and a half on the train now, back to the city in Melbourne, and on the Frankston train here. So I'll jump on the train. I'll see you back in Melbourne. I've made it back to Flinders Street Station. It's taken me 10 hours to do the round trip of the bay, and it was a good experience. I enjoyed it, and the price was unbelievable. The ferry cost me $18, and the rest of the trains and the buses, probably 8 hours travel all up on those, only cost me $9 for the whole day. So it was really worth it. And I had a good meal at the pub down there in Sorrento, but they probably cost me about $55, I think. A couple of pints and a bangers and mash. But yeah, so I've done my round trip and I am a bit knackered. So I'm going to go and get something to eat, have a nice hot shower when I get home, and relax for the day. So anyway, if you liked it, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.